Hi there, Sagittarius. This is Tarot Queen Jamila here to do your Will We Get Back Together spread for 2018. So welcome to the channel. Now, I can see all different sorts of scenarios. I know that these are just general readings, so it may or may not resonate for you. Okay, if it doesn't, then go look at your rising sign that may fit you more so with your circumstances. Okay, the purpose of these readings is to help people to, move on in case they need to. So the Sun card comes up, and I'm wondering if this card will come back because it just fell out of the deck. So let's see what happens with that. I'm just going to get started. I feel like Spirits is ready for me to get started on your reading. And by the way, we're in a Sagittarius moon today. Okay. So I'm going to call to the spirit guides, spirits, ancestors, and guardian angels for the Sagittarius. Show me how the Sagittarius in general feel about getting back with this ex. So this is going to be meant for whoever it's meant for. And you may have, like I said, a different circumstance, but we're going to just go with, I'm going to read the cards as I see them, okay? So how does Sagittarius feel about getting back with their ex? The Devil. Sagittarius, you're ready to move on. Feel like that says to me that a lot of you Sagittariuses have been in some kind of bondage. You've been under some kind of dark influence. Maybe your ex opened up gateways and doors in you that you want to close. Yeah, I feel like that says that. Now, it could say that a lot of you Sagittariuses might be obsessing over your ex. It, doesn't necessarily mean that you want to get back with them so much as so you feel like a attachment to them. Okay, so I'm going to call to spirits and spirit guides for the Sagittariuses, sun, moon, rising, and cross watchers. Okay, what is the past history of this relationship? First of all, I will tell you that I'm sensing that a lot of you Sagittarius had earth people. This is either an earth sign would be either a Virgo, a Taurus, or I was going to say a cappuccino, a Capricorn. All right, show me what is the past history with this relationship. What is the present history? And see, some of you have 2 or 3 different exes, and that's normal. So I may be telling the story of one of your ex, or maybe all of them. Let's see what's going on. Okay, past history of the relationship, present happenings in the relationship with Sag and their ex. What is Sag's ex's current situation? How does Sag's ex feel about them? Feel about Sag? How does Sag's ex feel about reconciling? What can Sagittarius do to help the situation? And will Sagittarius and their ex reunite in 2018? Okay, so let's go on. Let's see what's going on. All right. All right, Sagittarius. So as you can see, the devil comes up, indicating that a lot of you Sagittarius do feel as though you're in bondage. A lot of you, the relationship that I'm looking at for the Sagittarius is it looked like you will reunite with them, in particular in 2018. First of all, looking at the past history of the relationship, the I like to use my wand here that I just got. The Hermit comes up. So the Hermit, is representing the fact that you guys have been broken up for probably a little while, at least a year. And in the past, I feel as though there was a great deal of isolation that was being done. Again, I feel as though a lot of you Sagittarius are dealing with either a Virgo, Taurus, or a Cappuccino. No, I'm playing a Capricorn. So yeah, that's what that represents. I feel as though you needed to leave the relationship because there were certain things that your ex was working on. So I feel like you split, but you split to work on each other. Now, at present, with the Two of Wands coming up, Sagittarius, I feel like the universe is aligning things back up for you to be back together. I feel like the Two of Wands represents the connection between the two of you, how there's still a connection. Okay? And your ex's current situation is the King of Wands. So, again, your ex could possibly be an earth with fire in their chart. Sagittarius, your ex is in a place where they are handling business. They are, feel like they've recharged themselves and now they're ready to face things. They're ready to be stronger. They're a stronger person than what they were before. Now, how they feel about you is the Page of Coins. So the Page of Coins kind of represents where they feel this loyalty to you. Okay, they feel loyalty to you. Like, for example, if somebody were talking about you, they would tell them, they say, hey, they would defend you. They would come to your defense. So I feel like this is where they're kind of holding you down a whole lot. And I feel like they are communicating how they feel about you. Now, how do they feel about reconciling? The Three of Swords comes up. So that's very interesting. I feel as though like possibly they feel or they felt hurt, or maybe they're dealing with some kind of hurt from the past. Something definitely did tear down the relationship, especially for the Devil to come up. Spirit guides, give me some clarity on the Three of Swords. Clarity on the Three of Swords. Oh, that's what it was. Sagittarius, you had an air sign. You had an air sign lover, and this air sign lover caused a lot of pain to your ex. See there? And then the Justice. So, either you had an air sign that was attached to you, or they had an air sign that was attached to them. There's an air sign at play. This is either a Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius. And so your ex that we're talking about right now, they are still healing from the situation with that person. That person put them through a lot. That person put them through a lot. I mean, you can really, really see it. You can see it by the Three of Swords. So it was some kind of triangle. You can tell they want to reconcile with you, but they don't want to reconcile with whoever this person is. Okay. The problem with this person is that they are they're too harsh. They're cutting. You know what I mean? They're cutting, they're challenging, they're cantankerous, very judgmental, very cold, very callous. This person possibly did cause trouble during the relationship. And see, you, Sagittarius, you sort of ignored your partner's needs back then. You did when you were with them. You ignored the fact that this person was literally attacking them. That's just like, have y'all ever seen that movie, The Devil's Advocate? And you remember when Kevin's wife kept telling Kevin that Milton, which was the devil, was torturing her, and and he just kind of thought she was crazy, and she wasn't. So the same thing with this person. Same thing with this person. And then the Justice card comes up. It points to some kind of possible legal, issue as well, in some kind of law of karma, type of situation. So feel like this is bad energy right here. Okay, so, they may care about you, but as far as them actually reconciling with you, they don't want to deal with this person. They don't. This could either be your mother, your father. It's either mother, father, another lover, a friend of yours, whoever it is, they bothered the hell out of them. And I've seen that happen. So, don't come to me and then see, look, when you guys come to me to get your readings, you'll ask me what happened. And you'll have either this ex or this person that's kind of lingering around, and they're doing stuff underhanded. See, this person was doing stuff underhanded that you didn't see. They did cause problems in the relationship, but you allowed them, Sagittarius. Okay, now what can you do to help the situation? And the Two of Swords comes up. So I feel like this is where Sagittarius is. You start to take responsibility. You start to take responsibility. You start to make decisions based upon, you, and not allowing someone else to control your mind. I do feel as though on some level, this person right here, this King of Swords, is an air sign person that sort of controls and manipulates your perception. It probably wasn't even as bad as this person that, I'm sensing this person made up a bunch of stuff, made things look worse than what they were. I've seen people do it a lot. Okay. Now, what you can do to help with the situation is you can make decisions. You need to make decisions right now. You need to make decisions right now on what you're going to do. Okay. And they need to be conscious decisions, because this person seems to be controlling and manipulating either through your subconscious or somewhere else. Now, will you reconcile? The answer is yes. Feel like the Ace of Cups is a blatant yes answer as far as will you reconcile in 2018. I can imagine that this is a healing process that I'm sensing here. So I'm gonna go a little bit further and ask when. It may not be accurate for all of you. Some of you may have already gotten back together with this person after the first of the year. Okay, and so let me ask Spirit to give me some clarity on Ace of Cups as to when and clarity. Okay, so the Seven of Swords is in the reverse position, and then the Five of Wands. So I'm sensing that I feel as though it probably, for some of you, it will get delayed until about December of this year. Some of you is going to come in July. Sometime in July, around Cancer birthday. Cancer and Leo birthday is what I'm seeing for a majority of you. Some of you, like I said, is going to be delayed until December. The reason why I can tell is because of these two cards. The Five of Wands represents needing to work through an issue, some kind of problem, some kind of anger and strife. Believe it or not, your friends will be jealous of your relationships. Okay, and you may not think that, you may not understand that, but there's a lot of you that do have friends that are jealous of your relationship. And a lot of you, Sagittarius, is you really need to quit caring about what your friends think and do what you do. Stop caring about what your friends think and do you and live your life. Okay, so I feel as though this is where you're working through some kind of trust issue. I do feel as though when you do reconcile with that person, you're going to have to work through the trust issues. You're going to have to. There's no relationship without trust. And the way that you work through and you establish trust is by being trustworthy. If there's any discrepancies, any distrust, you can really tell where there has been a lot of negativity that has been sort of entrusted in your subconscious when it comes to your relationship with this person. Okay, so you can tell that somebody put a lot of negative, and see that King of Swords, it could, again, like I said, it could represent, you know, your feelings, your thoughts, your perceptions when it comes to love. And, you know, it says a lot about who you deal with. Goodness gracious, this eucalyptus smells so good, guys. I'm sorry. I've got a whole ounce of eucalyptus essential oils, and I am just like really, really in love. And I'm trying to get my aromatherapy candle relit because I had one just go out. So I'm kind of messing around with it. I'm multitasking here. I'm multitasking. Yeah, with the Seven of Swords, you're gonna have to work through some trust issues. I feel as though you'll do better to work through those issues together and not apart. So again, some of you, in order to not kill each other or cuss each other out constantly, you'll probably wait until about December to reconcile. And then that's when the trust issues will sort of resolve themselves, you know, with the two of you being separate. So I do see that as happening. And then also I feel like with the Five of Wands coming up, you know, you got to recognize when somebody is just trying to tear down your relationship. You Sagittarius is somewhat have an issue with that. Like, you guys can't really see when somebody is sort of putting something out there for you. There's actually a Wikipedia article on how to break up a couple, and that's pretty much what the person did. They just kind of created that doubt. They added to it. They, you know, did all kind of stuff, and then voila, they created this division in your relationship, while at the same time being able to maintain some kind of level of control over you as well, you know. And so, yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, Sagittarius. Again, if you need a private reading, the link to my website is below. And I will see you guys later. Blessed be.